If you struggle with shyness or social anxiety, check out our free No BS training course with actual useful advice you can do from home. None of that just get out there nonsense. The link is in the description below. For now, let's get to today's question.
The question, how can I stop being a loner at school? Answer by Adam Taha. You're not a slut. You're not a whore. You're not too easy. These are labels. These are inventions. These were invented to make people scared to be who they were, do whatever they desire to do. These such as shame regarding sex, modesty is an invention to make you feel ashamed about the most natural thing in the world. All socially constructed to make you feel fear, ashamed, insecure and hiding from who you naturally are. To control society, and so people adopt these beliefs to try and control others due to their own insecurities. You are not defined by these labels in the perception of other people and by their own behavior, ignorance, insecurities and fears. You are a girl and with your own mind, and the other girls who call you that and anyone else, are only fearing you, jealous of you, because you do what they haven't the backbone to do. Being themselves. Not easy to do, you know, and you're doing it so well. That is something to be proud of, and you're going to need it more than ever when you meet the world, because you don't want to suddenly make friends, to fit in, to be accepted, but to attract people to you by being who you are. They are so scared to even talk to guys, and so by belittling you, they make you self-conscious, and then you start thinking you're this and that, and this. The reason why women and girls use this word is to get rid of you so they have a better chance of getting these guys. Get it now? These are type of women you'll see also in the world when you meet it. A world filled with guys who call you slut, whore, too easy because they couldn't get into your pants, while a guy like me will walk away, not judge you for saying no and more on to another girl. The women who you will meet who call other women sluts, whores, too easy are the ones who also desire such men, and also live a bitter life, and also come with their own perception, but behind closed doors, believe me, they'd be doing all kinds of kinky stuff to make hardcore movies look like a pathetic lame-ass video. They'd be the women who buy 50 Shades of Grey. They'd be the women who fantasize and wish a man did all that to them, but they know they will never come close to doing so, because they fear also being called a slut, whore, too easy due to them wanting to fit in, being approved, and fall for the same old cycle: manipulation, social conditioning that makes people feel ashamed on the most natural thing in the world called sex. And yet, they use it as a trophy. They use it like some sacrificial offering. They use it like it's all who they are. They even say he used me when they got what they wanted, sex and all the rest, because he left to do same to another girl, another woman. There is so much you need to know, so much you need to learn, and I cannot share it all here unfortunately. But read all my answers. Read, learn, open your mind and see the world you are about to meet, and be ready. Be stronger. Be smarter. Be who you desire to be. Own your shit. Own who you are and let no one say who you are, and do whatever you desire to do. Never mind these girls, but know you will meet many like them in this world, and you will be ready for them. You are the girl who I will have my eyes on if I was still studying in school. You will be the girl who I'd like to know. You'll be the girl I'd get turned on by due to your intellect, your smartness and sexiness, and confidence in being able to approach and talk to guys. You are the girl I would approach because I know you. Yes, I know you because I have dated many who think they are loners, from young to older, from 18 to 40. You may behave as some loner, but I know, deep inside there are two women inside you. The woman who feels she has to hide herself, her sexuality, her desires, her fantasies, and she cannot just go off telling anyone, even her parents, even her closest friends, what she would love to do with a guy, and all those things she hides in her head and pretends. The woman who has dreams, goals and ambitions, but knows she faces a world that speaks about equality, and yet, women have to work hard to get promoted, to get recognized, to get even to the top, clawing their way up, and if she does get there, they'd still think it was because she slept around, got pussy, ass, tits, and not because of her brains, knowledge and skills to do the job better than most around her. So you hide, you believe the lie you are loner, that the world is not for you, that you don't fit in, when really, it is the world who has yet to grow and fit in with you. The other woman inside you, is the natural woman. The natural, the wild, the smart, the fury, the girl who can take the world on. The woman who wants all you desire, all you dream about, all that your heart yearns for. But she whispers, she speaks, she screams and tells you to let her out. That she wants freedom. That she has had enough holding back, and she wants to feel all and experience all, and doesn't care about these inventions, labels, these insecurities, these opinions, because they don't matter. What matters is her desires, and she wants to live them now, embrace them now, and be a warrior now, and to ensure no one defines her with any labels that you desire to communicate. to be respected, to be acknowledged, to be seen, to be heard, to be noticed, to feel special, unique, and that's what you are. You're not a loner. You're an individual with your own values and who has her own way, own path, own thinking and own way of doing things. Greater men and women have walked your path. They didn't need lots of friends. They didn't need almost worry about to be great inventors, scientists, artists to even make the world go on its knees to acknowledge them. They but believed in themselves and defines themselves as what they thought they are and not by what the world thinks. It takes attitude and the charisma to put your middle finger at the world and embrace who you are, and as you do, they will do to you as they do to me. Like dark beats, snarling and snapping at your feet, but you will stand tall and you will laugh. And you will be calm to see these beasts turn into cowards, and puppies that yelp and run away with their tails behind their legs. That includes men and women who try that with you, but you must own who you are, embrace who you are, and then be ready for that world to come. Because school is but a small tiny reflection of the world out there, and if you cannot take it in school, you want out there. You know you can. You know you got it in you. You're like me years ago. I value who I am and those around me. So they better get their shit together or fuck off and hang around somewhere else, with people who want labels and do things for labels. I value confidence and high self-esteem, high sexual, so if someone going to call me a player, they can crawl back to their hole they came from. I value someone who just wants to be themselves, but if you're so bothered about what others think, you will never be yourself with me, so go and join the meat chain of social norm and traditions, and believe all the lies they tell you about yourself. Maybe open an Instagram account and show the world your life is so hot, when it is crumbling down. That may be why I attract lots of younger women as an older guy, because even when I'm older guy, I am the symbol of freedom, the courage most dream of, the liver of life most only fantasize about, the one who says what I desire openly, directly, and most wish they could. And I didn't need 100 people being in my gang either to be who I am. I just needed me, my brains and my vision. They ignore you because they cannot understand why you want change to be in their little pincy world because everyone else does it. They ignore you because they want everyone to be like them, follow the crowd, ring a roses, full of poses, add a shoe and they all fall down. They ignore you because they come from a world in which they got to pull someone down to feel good. They ignore. They point. They label. They isolate. They judge. They are scared and immature. Is this what you really want to be part of? That crap? Lift your head up high. You got a lot to be proud of and a lot to raise your head up for. You go and talk to the guys and put a middle finger in your mind at whoever thinks whatever about you. Fuck them. They are not important and won't be when school finishes, as they realize they were in a tiny pound, and now there are prettier girls than them, sexier, hotter, cleverer, and more manipulative than they ever would be. It is the ocean and the pond they came from. The school is this small little bubble world. It is so tiny and you think that all your life is shaped there, but really, when you go out in the world, then you can find many events, many meetups, many things around your passion to meet so many people just like yourself. Smart, intelligent, thinks a lot, has a lot to say if people will get to know you. Exciting if people just get to know you. Fantasizes. Yes you do. Don't bullshit me. Creative in your own ways. Longing to be loved, recognized, and for people to just say hello. For a guy to see you from inside and hey, I saw you and wanted to say hi. So do whatever you want. Make the decision. Take the good and bad. Own it all. You see, if you even dress up, just look hot and all that, and you haven't this attitude, you will always find yourself not being liked. You need to embrace who you are. Have that attitude, the charisma that you believe in yourself and no one defines who you are. Or you will always feel as loner because you are trying to fit in this box of someone else's expectations. Self-improvement, self-development is fine, but you need to do it for the right reasons. To achieve your goals in life, what you want to be and not what others expect you to be liked, approved and accepted. So don't call yourself a loner because of other people's expectations and behavior. There are enough labels as it is in society. You don't need to add one more on yourself. Just go and say hi to whoever you want. You want to hang around guys, hang around them and don't take on the labels people throw at you. Find what you're into and go there, where many do the same and get good at what you love doing. It be same thing, same attitude, same approach when you meet the big wide world and school becomes a faded memory. So you're not a loner. You're someone who has better taste than most. Someone who likes to take her time knowing who is who. Very good trait and quality in a world that loves to follow each other and fall for the perception they see. Answer by Teresa Crone. You are 17. That means that you're graduating soon from high school. I'm assuming you are in the US. Seems like you've been the brunt of bullying from some mean girls. It is not your fault. There's nothing wrong with being a quiet person. They are just jerky people. Now, I hope you are going off to college. This will be a whole different world. All those mean people will go off by the wayside, and you will be meeting many more different kinds of people. My daughter had problems like you describe, but found college to be a much better environment.